Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, I'm the whiskey nerd, and today I'm making a hot buttered rum because it is freezing cold in Ireland. It doesn't normally get as cold as it is right now during winters, and today is a very cold day, so I decided I wanted to make myself something hot. And recently enough I got a bottle of rum, a very tasty bottle of rum. If you want to see a review of this, I did it earlier on in the week. I'll put a link up there, there'll be a link down below, but suffice it to say this is a very nice kind of like old school style of rum. It's got lots of nice kind of tropical flavors to it, really nice, a lot of flavor, and it comes in at 68.35% alcohol, so it's got a lot of flavor. It's not just a flavorful rum, because it's got so high in alcohol, it hasn't been diluted down, and it's got loads of flavor and can give a lot to a cocktail. The guy behind this rum, Chris Hennessy, is a very good bartender, and he wanted something that could stand up to a lot of cocktails, that could showcase the flavor of the rum without being overpowering. So this is going to be quite a spirit forward cocktail, so I'm not going to use a lot of rum in my recipe. If you don't have a rum as strong as that, you might need to add just a little bit more of whatever rum you're using, just kind of balance out the flavors and balance out that level of alcohol. And in keeping with the idea of like highlighting the spirit, highlighting the flavor of that rum, I'm not going to be using a lot of ingredients in my hot butter rum. I've seen recipes online where there are like you use 10 or 20 different types of spices just to add loads of extra flavor, maybe because you're hiding a poor quality rum, but because this is really nice, I don't want to hide anything. I just want to use a little bit of flavor just to amplify, just to kind of highlight some of those notes in the rum. And that's what I've got right here. So in this little dish, I've got about a tablespoon of nice soft butter, and to that I'm going to add half a tablespoon of dark brown sugar. If you have a sweet tooth, you could probably add a little bit more or a little bit less if you like your cocktails a little bit less sweet, so you can kind of play around with that as you see fit. Next up, I've got cinnamon. I'm going to go in with about half a teaspoon, not half a tablespoon, half a teaspoon of my cinnamon. This is going to give me a really nice kind of base of flavor. I'm just going to add a nice bit of kind of like warmth without overpowering again the flavors in the cocktail. And last up, it's nutmeg. Now nutmeg has this kind of nice earthy character to it. It's, I think, more powerful of a spice than the cinnamon, so I'm only going to go in with a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg, but because it's got that kind of a earthy character to it, I think it'll go really well with the rum, because that rum has this kind of nice earthy kind of funky texture and funky kind of character to it based on the way it was made. So now I'm just going to quickly mix these ingredients together, then I'm going to melt that butter and get ready to make the rest of our cocktail. And thanks to movie magic and a little bit of editing, this mixture has already been melted, and I've managed to find myself a freshly boiled hot water and a warmed glass. So I think it's time we make our cocktail. Like I said, this rum here, it does come in at 68.35%, so I'm only going to go in with 1 ounce or 30 ml of rum, but if you're using one that's maybe less strong or lower in ABV, you might want to use up to 50 ml, depending on how strong you like it and how you like your tastes. So that right there was 1 ounce or 30 ml of rum. Next I'm going to go in with my melted kind of buttery mix, just like that, with all that sugar. Gonna just make sure I get all of that nice kind of dark brown sugar out of that, just into there, just like that. And then I'm gonna finish it off by topping it up with some freshly boiled hot water. Then I'm gonna make sure to give it a really nice stir, because as you can see, it hasn't really fully melted yet. Everything does need to get mixed up. So we're gonna give this a stir for just about maybe 10, maybe 15 seconds, just get everything nice and mixed and nice and incorporated. Okay, I think that is nicely mixed together, and I can already taste and smell that it is really nice, but it's not done yet. I'm gonna pop a little cinnamon stick just in there, just as a garnish, and that right there is how I make a hot buttered rum. Real quick, if you're new here, scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. I put out whiskey reviews, mostly whiskey reviews, on Wednesdays. I put out cocktail recipes, mostly featuring whiskey, on Fridays. If you want to see those, make sure you scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what kind of cocktails you think I should make in the future. But now, let's taste this one. Cheers. That is lovely. It's almost like kind of Christmas in a glass. It's got this nice kind of spicy character to it. You can see like all those spices are in the glass. It's not grainy though. There's just enough of it to have that kind of earthy, spicy character coming through, but then because that rum has that earthy flavor to it, has that earthy kind of funky character, it comes through as well, and it complements rather than kind of fighting against the other flavors in there. The bit of brown sugar means it's not going to be overly sweet, but also it's not going to be like just kind of rum and butter, which wouldn't really taste nice. It does balance everything out, and then the butteriness just kind of adds this kind of creamy mouth coating texture to the whole drink. If you watch my review of that, you'll know like that rum has a lot of this kind of creamy, buttery, kind of almost banana-y like kind of creamy flavor and creamy character. So it does work, I think, really well here. So I think I'm definitely going to keep on enjoying this while it's hot, while it's cold out here, to keep me warm, and I will see you next time. Sláinte.